Hi, my name is Jacob Phillips, and for my company, I chose to analyze Chipotle, mainly because I actually used to work there for about 2.5 years as a service manager. Now, here we have Chipotle's lifetime stock price history. They had their initial public offering back in 2006. Since then, they have really steadily increased in stock price up into a high of over 700 back in 2015. However, you can see the drop off started at the end of 2015 when they did suffer some setbacks due to an E. coli and norovirus outbreak that really has affected public perception of the company since then. Their organizational structure does include a recently hired CEO, Brian Nicole. He's actually their first CEO that wasn't Steve Ells, the founder and executive chairman. Chipotle serves fast, casual Mexican food in North America and a few countries in Europe as well. Now, many of their major competitors, you have Moe's and Taco Bell, of course, but also McDonald's, who is the main player in fast food industry today. Here's some of the financial statements from Chipotle over the past 3 years. We have their income statements, their balance sheets, stockholders' equity, as well as their statement of cash flows. And using 2017's financial statements, I did calculate many of their financial ratios, including their current ratio, their fixed asset turnover ratio, which is actually really good, of a 3.34, and of course their profit margin and return on total assets. And here are some of McDonald's ratios for comparison. And comparing the two, one thing to point out is that McDonald's has a 22.8% profit margin, which is significantly larger than Chipotle's 3.9. So McDonald's makes a lot more profit for every dollar of sales than Chipotle does. That's something to kind of keep in mind with them. And Chipotle's stock price over the past year has not mirrored the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Dow Jones has increased, however Chipotle's has actually decreased, about 25% drop off. Long term though, their outlook does look good, primarily because their ratios have been improving year over year, and that's always a good sign for any company. The risks, of course, that they do face is the rising cost of food primarily. If the cost of sales increases, then their profit margin will shrink even lower, and Chipotle may have to consider raising food prices. And as well, they have to continue to look out for foodborne illness outbreaks. They've already suffered one in 2015, which has seriously hurt their brand name, and they are starting to recover, but another outbreak could have even dire consequences than what they've seen before. Chipotle has not issued any corporate bonds in their history. Here we have a look at their 1-year performance of their stock, their 5-year performance, and of course their lifetime again. Now, they did just release their first quarter financial statements about a week ago, and the results exceeded expectations. Earnings per share rose 33% year over year, which actually did surpass the estimates of about $1.57. And because of the positive financial news that was released, their stock price actually increased back about 25% again. They were actually trading $100 up than what they were the day before they released them. My recommendation for their stock is to either buy it or to hold on to it if you have it. I don't expect to see another huge jump. However, they do seem to be going in the right direction with their new CEO, who is looking to increase brand recognition as well as change some of the menu items and extend operating hours, all which should lead to increased sales and increased financial position.